Hello, my friend, and welcome to this video. I'm going to be chatting with you through the goals insert. If we haven't met before, my name is Teresa Stone. I am the Blended Mama, and I'm an independent brand ambassador with Tula 12. So this goals insert is fantastic whenever you are, one, obviously setting goals, but I like to use this in conjunction with creating time block schedules, understanding time management, what my time availability is, and an overall, am I working on the right things? So whenever you are evaluating your time, you kind of need to know what it is you want to be spending your time on. What are the things that are important to you? Where do you need to be focusing? And so the goals insert is a great way for you to work through those, whether you are working through personal goals, like maybe you're working to pay off financial debt, you're working on business goals, maybe you are in a different direct sales company and you're looking to make a certain rank or achieve a trip or something like that. Or even as it relates to your personal, like within you, like emotional health, spiritual health, all those sorts of things, you can set all those kind of goals. And in fact, most of the time we have like one big goal in each of those kind of areas. Now, I will caution you to not have like 50 million goals, because there's no way that they can all be important at one time, but you can have one really important business goal, one really important personal goal, and one really important financial goal. Okay, so those are all things that you can do together. So let's take a minute and we're going to walk through this goals insert. Alrighty, so what you can see here is the goals insert from Tula 12. If you don't already have it, you can go to theblendedmama.com/shop and just search for goal, and it should come up as one of the options. So it's a great way for you to easily find this particular insert. What I am going to do, I'm going to just, obviously this is just a blank layout, but I am going to share one example, but I also want to share something really cool that I just did with this that will kind of help you when you're working in your insert. And maybe you just want, maybe you have something that you don't want to have to rewrite every time. So it could be like creating things for like color coding. In this case, what I did was I created something that's called a tip-in. And basically I added a piece of cardstock and I used some washi tape to connect it. So it's the same size as my insert, but it's just connected with that piece of washi tape. And I reminded myself of what the SMART goals are. So they're specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and timely. And of course, we want to be smart. Now, I normally would have attached it to the actual insert cover, like here on the front, but you can see with my particular insert, I actually created like a fun little slip-on cover. So like it doesn't, it comes off, but I didn't want to attach it to this because this is not permanent either. Although with washi tape, it will come off easily. But this is a great little way to add some extra space to your planner. So this is totally something you can easily do. Now you can see that this was a business goal. This was also, that was writing a book. And then this one is my current business goals that I'm working on. But the one I'm going to share with you today is probably something we can all relate to. And again, I'm going to keep these SMART goals over here just to kind of keep it in the back of our head. Okay. So we are looking at, let me see if I can get some light down there. There we go. So I did a financial goal. So it's paying off credit card debt by the end of the year, right? So what you do is you start off with your ultimate goal. Now, again, you want it to be specific. So it's pay off credit card debt. You want it to be measurable by the end of this year. And you have to think about whether or not it's attainable. Obviously, it is relevant, right? This is definitely something that is relevant for my family. And then timely. Again, it has that time frame on it. So that by itself is a SMART goal. Whether it's attainable or not is probably up for debate, right? But what we can do is you can set smaller goals to reach your ultimate goal. Now, you would put your start date, the end date, and then when you accomplished it. But you would basically kind of brainstorm some small goals that you can get because you want to see progress, right? I mean, we all like to set goals, but if we don't feel like we're making progress towards reaching them, then it's easy for us to give up. So it's really important for you to set some small goals. So my first one here, these really are more steps. I put them here because that's where it was in my head, but they really fit better over here on the steps. So the first one I have is pay off credit card 1 by February of 2023. And that one is actually done. So while I'm in here, I paid that to, what's today, the 24th, the 23rd. I think I just paid it yesterday. So that one is actually done. So that is super good. So I met that goal. And the next one is to pay off the second credit card by the end of June, and then the last credit card by the end of the year. So those were some small goals, but some other ideas of basically how could I get there were reducing expenses, and I kind of brainstormed some areas that we might be able to do that. And then increase income, right? So I own 3 businesses. So growing the bakery, growing with Tula 12, a merit raise at my day job, and increase our tiny house reservation. So those are all things that will increase income, which will help me pay things off. Okay. I can also, again, back to those reducing expenses. I can go back to couponing, which I haven't done in a long time, checking weekly ads and buying what's on sale, making the meal plans based on those sales, and getting insurance quotes to see if we can reduce some of those expenses. So those were just some of the steps that I thought of at the time. I can obviously go back in and add much more detail around some of these things. But the other thing that is really important to include in your goals is your why. Why is this important? For me, I want to be able to have the flexibility to say yes to vacations and splurges because I do feel like I am the one who often says no. So I want to be able to say yes and not feel guilty about it. All right, friends, that's what I wanted to show you today. So if you have questions about this particular insert, how to use it, that sort of thing, just add a comment, add your question in the comment, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. All right, thanks for hanging out with me today, and I'll chat with you later.